I live. Oh my god. I survived. Hello, 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 hello. Let's see. Congrats on first DJ Backshot. Are you serious? Are you serious? Okay. But yeah, hello everyone. How are you? My hand hurts. My art hand hurts. bro. So yesterday, I wanted to test a little bit of the Fields of Mystery 1.0 that came out. So I was playing it, right? And I was like, okay, I'll just play for a little bit and see how it goes. I'll play a little bit to see how it goes, you know, just a little bit. I played for 6 hours. And so much repetitive movement really fucked up my hand, so I'm like, oh no. I'm so stupid. Yeah, unfortunately. No, my hand. Cause like you use your mouse a lot, cause I'm not a controller user, so I usually use my like pointer and like my thumb to like really play the game. And especially for Fields of Mystery, you gotta like point and click, I feel like, just to make sure that you're attacking the right square. So I'm like, oh no, I didn't realize. I was listening to some of my homies like karaoke's. I got lost in the sauce. You too? Oh my god, Silver, how far did you get? What day, or like did you unlock the mines, you know? I was lurking, but I stopped watching for a hot minute, and then you rated out, so I was like, oh. My friend already has 18 hours on it? Amen. Good job, friend. Good job. 3 times what I have, but good job. It's a good game. I really like it. Oh my god, Weebies, hi. Oh my god, Clove, hi. How are you? Did you manage to finish building the bridge, Clove? I finished building the bridge. For me, I got as far as the Spring Festival. I played up until the Spring Festival and then I stopped. But then I realized, like, shit, I'm so poor. Because I've just been spending money. Dude. I'd be cutting down, like, the little grass things. Like, whenever you're, like, cutting grass, right? You get, like, the chicken feed or whatever. You get the hay, and then you can get, like, the random big chunks of grass. I've just been selling those. It's so much easier to sell all those than to cut down a tree as you're walking around. So much easier. Summer 1? I see. Oh my god. You got far, Silver. I use controller. Fair. One day I'll give controller, playing through controller a try. I wasn't very good. I think the only time I ever used controller was like on the Xbox. And maybe like ye old days PlayStation 2. I was playing from my last save file. Oh, really? So you didn't? Oh, okay, that makes sense. I restarted from the ground up. Had a little hurdy. I did. I got bag upgrade by day 7. Real Clove. Me too. Me too. That was the first thing I bought. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. So basically, guys, this is my strat. This is my what do you call it? Fields of Mystery strat. Also, hi Lisa. Also, 450 stream streak, Silver? No, sorry, I saw the wrong one. 150? Still very impressive. Oh my god. Pork. There you go. Let's see. That's crazy. Yeah. So like, okay, guys, this was my my strat, right? Was I walked around Fields of Mystery and I would sell all the collectibles. Well, actually, no, I didn't sell all of them. I gave most of it to the museum, but after the museum, I just sold everything. I was like, I'm just selling everything. Fuck it. I'll sell it all. Just because, if you don't know this, I'm gonna bestow some knowledge on everyone who, like, is new for Fields of Mystery. Sell your shit. At least once. 1 unit of shit, you know? sell it because they'll give you a recipe half the time. So say you sell your turnips for the spring season, they will give you a recipe later on in the mail. They're like, oh, you found turnips. And I didn't realize that until like 3 months in, but we don't talk about that. I'm a notorious hoarder when it comes to games. Oh yeah, but yeah, so that was my strat. I was going through, I was selling those little tough pieces of grass, and then I sold enough in order to buy a fishing pole. So then I started fishing and then giving the stuff to the museum, because the museum pays you for like whatever you give them. And then you get extra rewards from that, right? And so I just been selling all the fish. I keep one version of the fish inside the chest and then I sell the rest. I'm like, boom, 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 boom. Money. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I'm on like day 8 now. Oh, nice. W. Controller is so nice, to be honest. My wrists don't hurt. Oh my god, real. Right now, is it my wrist? No, I think it's just my hand. It's just my hands. So if you look at your hand and you see your thumb, draw a line down your thumb and like right here, right where like the meat of your palm is where like I'm having stiffness. It's not necessarily painful, but I can feel the stiffness and that will eventually turn into pain. So I'm like, no. I lurk, I'm hungry. Oh no, you're required to tell us what you get. You're required by law to tell us what you get. I was talking to my sister earlier this week, and she showed me like a TikTok of like basically it's like a scenario on like a little skit where it's like, oh, when your bro is on Discord call or you're playing a match with your bro and they have food, and then it cuts to the person being like, what you eating? What'd you get? As you just finished the food you had. I love it. Boo said they wanted to replay the game again. Oh really? Boo plays too. Oh my god. Slay. Honestly, slay. Perfect taste. Hello. Wait, how many? 150. Yeah. Oh my god, Lisa 93. Anywho, gotta have a lurk for now, but yeah, explode. Okay, bye Lisa. Have a good lurk. Thank you for coming by. I have a stinky that looks like the oh my god, Lisa. Feed us. Exactly, Jaybird. Feed us. Give us a bite. We just want a bite. And then guys, as soon as Unknown gives us a bite, we unhinge our jaw and go ah. Ah. Gonna take like the biggest bite of all time. But yeah, so my run of Fields of Mystery has been pretty funny. I got the little fishing pole and I started like selling fish because I'm very good at like getting the fish in games, I feel like. And then I ended up running around getting more money until I bought like the little bag. So I bought the bag, like the bag expansion. Dear Lord, people, or if you're new to Fields of Mystery, please, for the love of God, earn $1,000 and then go buy a bag at like the general store. Usually I'm opposed to telling people like tips and stuff when it comes to games, so that I believe it's better for them to figure it out. But this is just pain. You don't need to torture yourself like this. And if you get potions, drink them. Don't be like me. So basically, I've really enjoyed Fields of Mystery. It's just that I'm a chronic hoarder of items, and I don't think twice about looking things up. I'm like, no, I don't need to look anything up. I don't need a guide. Who do you think I am? I don't need that. And so I think I went through half of the game, or at least like I'm talking about like levels, right? Like out of the mine levels, because that's the easiest way to measure time. But I think I got around to like level 50 or level 60 in the mines before I realized that if you drink the little green potion, it increases your stamina capacity. So for like half the game, I was just running around with the base level capacity, like base level stamina and base level health. Oh, it's so bad. And on top of that was like finding out that I could do so many cool combat moves and make my life easier of like gaining new items if I had just looked at the statue and spent my points on the statue. And mind you, I would not have found any of this out if I wasn't playing co-play with Clove. I remember, no, exactly. I'm like, oh, I have all these like crystal hearts. What do I do with them? I can't get them as gifts. What about all these potions? I just have them all. I still haven't drank them all, Clove. In my like old save file, I still haven't drank them all. I was like, damn, I'm always so hungry, bro. Always have to figure out what to eat in the mines. And then I'm like, oh. Reepies? Look. Look. The way that I see it, right? The way that I see it, it's like there's no reason to anymore. Please drink them this time. Okay, I did. Oh my god, my playthrough of Fields of Mistria the first time was just hilarious. So this is what I understand when people are like, yeah, you know, I do rely on my chat, or like I like, for them, they're like, oh, I usually rely on my chat. I'm like, yo, I need my freaky frogs to tell me things. Or at least a friend to play with. Yeah, Clove told me. Clove was like, yo. Yeah, I understand now. I'm like, oh, yeah, I probably should have looked up guides, but I'm so stubborn, dude. I'm like, no, I can figure it out myself. It's fine. Like, I didn't look up guides for any of the food I gave to Calderis for his likes and dislikes. I think I only need like five more in order to unlock them all. But then I'm like, damn, it is just a click of a button to really look all that stuff up. But will I? No. No, I will not. Cause I'll be like that. I just be like that. What else? I'm trying to think what else happened in Fields of Mistria. Dude, I just be beefing with March the whole time. He pisses me off. Every time like I'm doing something and he's like in the background, and he's like, oh, do you need help around your farm? I'm like, oh, actually that would be kind of nice, I guess. You could like water the plants or something. Huh, go ask someone else. I felt like he just spit in my face, dude. Or I'll be like gifting items to like other characters. Like I think it was Josephine gave me some coffee to give to Adeline. So it's like, okay. So I was like running around being a little like barista, and I was giving like the coffee to Adeline. But I guess they gave me two, I guess. So I was like, okay, well then I have one for me. But I'm like, I don't really need coffee because all it does is make you run faster. It doesn't really fill you up or anything. So I was like, oh, Ulrich's right there. Let me give it to Ulrich. Ulrich was standing right next to March, and I gave it to March, and he was like, oh, you're giving this to me? Oh, well, thank you. And he walked away. So I was like, bruh. And you damn no, you damn no, oh my god, I can't even speak. I am for sure gifting a whole bunch of stuff to Ulrich. Ulrich was my bestie. He was the first person I reached 8 hearts with. So basically, I just gifted Ulrich things all the time because I really liked him as a character. But he's unromanceable. You can't romance him. So he was my best fucking friend on the last save. So that's gonna happen again. My bestie. Reebies, as soon as you mentioned March, I came across this post. Look, bet. Did you send it to Discord? I'm gonna see. First thing I see looking at Fields of Mistria is the Nexus mods. Sweaty and Buffer March. That is crazy. Yo, guys, look at this. Look at this. Hold up. We're gonna look at this together. Hold up. Can I just share my screen? Would that be easier? I think I can share my screen. I don't have anything up at the moment. Let's see. I need you guys to look at this. Here, let me put this on display. Well, actually, we'll go to my art my art tab, and then we'll taint it with this. There we go. Oh my god, you're looking at my files. Stop looking at my files. Stop. I gotta be like that little guy that we like looking at. Stop. I'm changing. Stop. I'm changing. Stop. Stop looking. I'm changing. Oh, I love it. I love it. Hey guys, you guys look at all my stuff. Hold up. I'm trying to like move shit around. Did I like crop this? I think I cropped it. I don't know why I cropped it. There you go. Oh good, you guys can't hear my desktop. I was like, oh no, you're hearing my country music. No, my power. What the fuck? I just want to move this. Why can't I just move the display capture? Hold up. You guys are like seeing everything. Hold up. I just want to move this. Okay, I just want to move that. There we go. Good enough, good enough, good enough. And then I just want to move this. You son of a bitch. You dirty fucking bastard. Hold up. I don't want this to be in a group. Thank you. There we go. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. This is what I was sent. This is what I was sent. Yo. Yo. So the first thing I see looking up Fields of Mishra on Nexus mods. Sweaty and Buffer March. That is crazy. Load. People, no! People! Yo! Everyone's going crazy. Yo. Wait. Wait, Maya is on to something. Now who's gonna do this for Rias? Oh my god. Real. Oh my god, poor Rias too. So when they came to Rias as well, I ended up forgetting his birthday yet again. And to put in gravity the situation, I have probably played through 3 to 4 years of Fields of Mystria with this save included. And I have forgotten Rias's birthdays 3 out of 4 times. I'm like, oh wait, I have to remember it's Rias's birthday. Let me go give them something. And then I'm like, oh wait, I gotta go do something else. And then I'm like, oh wait, I got this to do. And then by the time I'm like trying to run to my house in order not to pass out, I'm like, his birthday. Oh, I fucked up. No. It happens every year. Happens every year. Oh my god, no, I'm exposing DMs. My bad. There you go. I clicked the wrong button. Let's see. Where is my display? There you go. Back to just chatting. Back to just chatting. There you go. Closing Discord now. I'm banned from opening up Discord now. Let's see. Oh, hi Natasha. Hi. How are you? I need these March girlies to not be thirsting over him. Nah, exactly. Da, 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 da. Oh, hold up. I'm listening to like orchestra music in my brain. Oh, wonderful. My streamer mode was on. Good. Reactions. Oh, the ghost of Guilty of All Crimes. Oh my god, raw exposed files. Exactly. Also, hi Takio. I sniff you. Oh my god, I have to change models. God damn it. Hold up. God damn it. How do I change models? How do I do that again? There we go. I don't have a body for this one actually. what's happening. We're talking about Fields of Mystria. That's what's happening. Lemon. Huh? But yeah, we're talking about Fields of Mystria, and oh my god, yeah, March pisses me off. He like, honestly, he makes me so mad, guys. You don't understand. Like, you genuinely don't understand how mad this dude makes me. Like, so this is the thing, right? March takes out glasses, sips iced tea or something. Is a very complicated character, aka kind of an asshole, very much an asshole. So this is the thing, right? The allure of March is that after you get to know him more and you show and you prove to him that you're a dedicated person to builds, like, to Mystria in general, then he'll actually be nice to you. Then he becomes like sweet, right? Which is the general kind of pipeline that his character goes through. And I hate it. I actually really hate it, because out of everyone in like Mystria, everyone is pretty much nice to you, or not even nice to you. You're very polite. You know, they're not an asshole to you. But March goes out of his way just to be a dick to you at every possible moment. And it's only when you call him out on his bullshit that like other characters kind of pressure him into being nice to you. Which is what I don't like about his character. Because you need to constantly be giving him gifts, or to like talk to him every single day and do things like that. Which is like fine or whatever when you're trying to romance a character. But that's just for him to be nice to you. That's just for him to like actually not be a dick. And as someone who has rizzed up March in my past save file, he is very sweet. Once you actually start dating him, he's extremely sweet. But to get there is a lot. To get there is a lot. And I don't think it's worth it. Personally, for me, I don't think it's worth it. I can see the allure because he's like really mean. And my girly pops, I'm so sorry, but my girly pops love that. Me? No, I can't do it. That's why, like, Ulrich, I like him more. I like Ulrich more. His brother, who primarily does like, well, he was a miner before, like mining materials from the mines, but then he needed to like lock in on helping more around the blacksmith shop, so he stopped doing what he loved because he really likes crystals and rocks. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. But overall, regardless of who you choose to rizz up or like, you know, play in Fields of Mystria, I think it's a good time. I'm really excited to see like the story in general unfold out. Oh my god, Val! Hi, Val. Hi. How are you? How ya doing?
Prepare the fire. Venicum Val has invaded. Hurry, give them bottles of flames.
There you go. Hi. What are you guys doing? Are we gaming? I believe you're playing a game tonight, right? Here, let me give you your shout out. Let's see. And then there you go. I'm good. How are you? That's good. Let's go. I am well. My art hand hurts, so we're just chatting tonight. I did art, then switched to Pal World. Oh, really? If you would like, you can share your artwork. I'll be down to look at it. Feast upon the eyes. But yeah, welcome in, Raiders. My name is Reaper Reprieve. You can call me Reaper, Percy, or Naughty Dog. I use any pronouns, and we usually do art here. But unfortunately for me, my hand said no art tonight. My hands. But yeah, if you need to raid and run, feel free, no worries. Take good care of yourselves. If not, then you're more than welcome to come and hang out with us. We're just yapping about Fields of Mystria. But you're gonna rest up your hand, yeah. Because it's like, what do you call it? Tense, I want to say. I really should look up the massage techniques or like hand stretches that Kajo mentioned in my YouTube comments. I should really do that. Because I think for me, I don't necessarily struggle with a lot of like wrist pain. I struggle more with like hand cramping. Or not cramping, but like hand tension, if that makes sense. So if you pick up a pencil with your hand, regardless of which hand, you hold it with usually your pointer and your thumb, right? Your pointer finger and your thumb is usually how people hold their pencils, right? And so because I have like such a gorilla grip on my pencil, I guess, it causes me to like need to take breaks sometimes. Ooh, I see link, I click. Yo! Oh my god, Val, this is so good. Hold up. Can I show this on screen? I want to show this on screen. Oh my god, it looks so good. Maybe give it a try someday. When I first saw it, it was very close to Stardew Valley's launch. I just kind of had someone trying to surf on the hype. Oh, that is fair. That is very fair. I think that when people compare the two games, because I only played a little bit of Stardew. My perspective on it, from what people have told me, based off of like them playing it for so long, they feel as though Fields of Mistria is more character centric, if that makes sense, and also has more quality of life features. Like for example, they get rid of the refilling the stupid watering can thing. They have jumping, which is really nice, and it's like fantasy based, so there's like magic and shit in it, which makes it way more interesting. Like you can like fire off spells and stuff. Looks chaotic, but the final will look better. Oh my god, bet. Oh my god, bet. I want to share. Let's see. Yeah, see, Clove says I prefer Fields of Mistria over Stardew Valley. There you go. Image. Behold! Hold up. There we go. Yeah, just cover me. It's fine. There we go. Ooh, it looks so good, Val. It looks so cool, dog. Bro. Especially the pose. I really like the pose. Like, definitely of the two characters, I really like the pose. And, bro, I'm gonna be so honest with you. You killed it on the frills. Like, frills, at least for me, is so hard to get right. And I feel like you smashed that into the ground. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, everyone bask in the art. Absorb. This is like your chance to absorb the art. It's like, for example, I need to feed my freaky frogs art because that's how they live. Kind of like how plants need sunlight. This is how they survive. So thank you, Val. Thank you. Yeah, and it looks great. It looks like genuine. It looks really good. I'm very excited to see it like be the final product. So I'll be stalking your Twitter from the days to come. I'll be stalking your Twitter, and I'm not apologizing for that. But yeah, be sure to give Val a follow. Bro makes good art and also plays games, so you get like the best of both worlds. But yeah, thank you so much for sharing. Thank you. There we go. See, I've played a fuck ton of Stardew Valley, and like the aesthetic more, I don't know the gamer language, QOL, jumping magic, and I don't know, it feels like the characters actually like each other. Yeah, that was the one thing. Like, there's so many like weekly events for you to hang out with different characters that I think is fun. They also have their own little storylines that you could read through, or you can just skip through if you want. I never played Fields of Mistria, but I've seen gameplay and I kind of want to play. Val, do it. Do it and tell me how tell me who you're rizzing. I want to know everyone's cup of tea. For me, I'm dedicated to Calderas on every single run. So, that's just me. I found out that you could riz up a statue, and I was like, bet I'm playing that game. I don't care if it's like ass or anything. I'm playing that game. And honestly, Fields of Mystery is a really good game in like at least my enjoyability ranking. Like I genuinely do enjoy playing it. Let's see. Yeah, the pose is so good in the frills. Yeah, they were pain. So fair, so fair. I highly recommend it as a farming sim girly. Yeah. I love Stardew, so I think Fields would be a good too. Oh, bet. Okay, bet. Val, to make you entice, you don't need to fill up your watering can to water your plants, and you can jump around things. Everything is jumpable, in my opinion. They'll apologize. I'm gonna be posting the time lapse because I remember to record it this time. Oh, let's go! Let's go! I'm so excited. It is gonna take me like a month to have one fall in love with me like I did for Elliot and Stardew. LMAO. Oh, bet. Bet. Oh, thank God. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Fields of Mystery is 13 right now. And I don't know if they're gonna be on sale again for the summer sales. So from my experience, I think Fields of Mystery has gone on sale for every like spring, summer, or whatever sale. So do keep an eye out for it. I don't know, like, what is the listing price? I bought mine like in August of 2024. Let me go check the listing price. Let's see. Fields of Mystria. Oh, right now it's, yeah, $13. It's usually priced at $14. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh my God, they have chickens. They have chickens dancing on the bottom. Yeah, fuck it up. Yeah, yeah, fuck it up. Yeah, fuck it up. Get it. Get a little chick. Get it. Get it. Oh, this is so good. I know that they're walking, but with the music in my ears and the way that they're moving, it looks like they're dancing. It's giving me so much joy. Yeah, 10% off. Might have to snatch it up. Bet. I know for me, I was like telling this to my friends where I'm like, yo, I know you got it saved in your library. Dig it out of the graveyard. I know we all buy games during the Steam Summer Sale that we said that that we tell people that we're going to play, that we mention that we're going to play, and then we just don't do it due to like XY reasons. But you know, I'm like, nah, I gotta play it. Like even for me, I really want to play A Date with Death, which has been on like my to-do list for quite a while. And then I wanted to what was it? I wanted to play, what's the game that I have? Hold up, let me go find it. It's also another like Grim Reaper desktop. With Grim Reaper desk job. Death and Taxes. I want to play Death and Taxes. I have yet to play it. It's downloaded, but I haven't played it yet. It's a shame. Yep, that's me with my 100s of horror games. Nah, that's so real. That's so real. A Day with Death is so good. Bet. I really want to play it because like I was waiting for them to release the voice actor update and then I kind of forgot about it. So I think it was during the last sale that they did, I snatched up a whole bunch of stuff. Did I buy the whole bundle? I might have just bought the game plus the extensions. Hold up. Oh, my hand's hurting. Hold up. All right, guys. We're navigating my computer with my left hand. Oh my God, I really want to play Mold Washer too. Damn it. Mold Washer. Oh man, there's so many games I want to play. So basically guys, I kind of stopped playing games for like a month because I was so focused on other stuff. But now that I'm looking at all the games again, I'm like, yo, I'm going to play this. Let's see, what did I buy? Yeah, I bought a Date with Death. I think I actually paid for it. And I got like the little goodies that come with it, I think. I may or might have. I don't remember. Here, let me go look at my my account. What did I order? Where's my receipts? There you go. I might be just gaslighting myself. There we go. I did. I bought Blop Battle, A Date with Death, Beyond the Bet DLC, Dead Space. Such random games, but I bought those. I bought Mold Washer. I bought Monster Hunter World, Iceborne, Wagotabi to help me with the Japanese, West of Loathing. And that's all I bought this season. Yeah. You guys want to know what the first game I bought? The very first game I bought for my Steam was SCP-5K. And I proceeded to never re-download it or play it because it was hard to run. And then I bought Left 4 Dead. Wow, it's crazy that was like 2 years ago now. Like actually 2 years ago now. I even got the Gunner DLC. Crazy. But honestly, so real. Honestly, real. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I saw Clove. I'm still looking at this mod. This is crazy. Like an artist deadass was like, you know what? I'm gonna put this into the world. I'm amazed. I'm genuinely amazed. Let's see. I basically forced Val to play SCP-5K with me. Oh, you did? Oh my god. How was that? The only thing I can remember from the game is that it's very dark and like it's easy to get lost and it's easy to die. That's all I remember. I think I originally got it to play with a streamer because I wasn't a streamer back then. So I was like, oh, I want to play with this person. But then I painfully understood that like it is very hard to run those games on an ancient laptop. So I was like, oh, my bad, bro. I can't play with you. Aggravating? Oh my god, really? Oh my god, really? Bet. I'm just looking at all of my my purchases. Did you guys know that I bought 3 copies of Skibidi Gyat Rooms? Oh, my apologies. I bought 4 copies of Skibidi Gyat Rooms. Yep. That was me. Some of these I do kind of regret buying. Not necessarily regret buying, but like I don't even play them anymore. They were good for like having a good time for like that one time, I guess. Like I bought Focus with Your Avatar. Like the little do work and then it will like kind of be cool sitting in the background or whatever. I played it like a few times and then I stopped. I was like, there's no point. I have World War Z? Yo. Oh, I forgot. I have Green Hell. Oh my god, I have Bug Snacks. What am I doing? What am I doing in my life? What is this? Oh, this is the DLC. I was like, what is this? I remember now. Okay. Interesting. It was fun and then not so fun, then confusing and hilarious at the same time. Good. Yeah, all I know is that it's like a game that you need someone to guide you through. Like you genuinely need someone to guide you through, and I'm like, damn, dude. Damn. Let's see what else has been on my mind. Me staring at all the games in my Steam wish list. Not wish list, my Steam library where I'm like, yeah. Like there's so many games that I want to play, right? Especially like visual novels I want to get through, but either the demo hasn't been out yet or I just haven't had the time to play the demo. So I'm like, damn. Like yesterday, I saw a really interesting game where it's like you either play as like these two different like a female character or a male character, and the risible characters' designs were really nice because they were primarily darker, if that makes sense. They were like, you know, darker clothing types and things like that, but they also had like neon colored accents that I thought were really nice because I was like, oh, I don't really see this very often. So whenever I see a game or anything that like, well, I guess, yeah, any game with like an interesting color story or like interesting artwork, I really much want to play, regardless of how painful that art style is going to be looking at for a long period of time. I'm like, bet. It's fine, I'll wear sunglasses. It's fine, I'll wear sunglasses or something. Let's see. I think the next game I'm going to be playing is probably Mold Wasp Simulator because I kind of want to play that. It's just like, I'm gonna have to be using my hand again. I really should invest in getting a controller. Howdy. Hi, Queenie. Hi. Howdy. How you doing, Queenie? Or like get better at like not gripping my pencil to death. That's probably what I should be working on. Also, oh my god, I want to talk to you about this, guys. Wait. We have a good topic to talk about. How many of you guys, you wonderful individuals, go to concerts every year? Got that concert money? I want to know. Because I think I have only ever been to a few concerts in my lifetime, and most of that was like not in the United States, so it's not necessarily the same experience in my opinion. I've only ever been to one concert, like a bar concert, I want to say. It's more like was it a bar concert? I don't know. There was a bar, but there was a massive room, like a pit for like artists and stuff like that. And there was like a band there. I wish I had concert money. So fair. Not every year, but so far too this year. Oh, nice. Who did you go see? Because this is a thing, right? So I saw Swell Entertainment's video that was posted, I think like a few days ago by now. And guys, why are people wearing adult diapers to the front stage? Like the front row of seats? Genuinely, why are there people wearing adult diapers to concerts to stand in front row in the pit? Like I am like, okay, like I try to understand because I love live music, and I think it's such a beautiful experience to be there with the artists and have them do their craft, right? Like it just hits really nicely, especially if you really love the artist. And even if you don't really like the artist, it's just a different vibe, right? But I don't think it's ever that serious. Like genuinely, I don't think it's ever that serious, guys. Like I would not willingly soil on myself in order to see anyone, because then I would just feel embarrassed and I would feel disgusting. Because this is different. Again, I'm not here like kind of trying to put anyone down who has like bowel issues or like any body issues in a sense where they can't control it. Like to me, I'm like, yeah, wear that diaper. Let's go. We're gonna go watch it. Just because that you have a condition or that you have you know, something going on with you that causes life to be harder doesn't mean that you can't have those experiences. But what I'm talking about are like the perfectly just, you know, average Joe wearing an adult diaper in order to stay in the pit in their spot. And sometimes it's not even the top, it's not even in the front row too. Sometimes I went to see Emma. If I know how to say that, but my brain says no. I can see the cover. I can see the cover of the album in my head. And BTS. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. Let's fucking go. Huh? Yucky? Hey, no way. No way. This has been happening in the past like 3 years. I know I saw that shit. It's disgusting. Yeah. I kind of get that they don't want to lose their spot, but yucky. Yeah. Because this is the thing, right? I think it was Olivia Rodrigo. Olivia Rodrigo mentioned how she was like, yeah, you know, I was having a great time performing, but like, I'm going to be honest, I could smell it. I could smell it. And I think she said this in her interview. So like, take it with a grain of salt. So I would be mortified. I don't know about you guys, but I would be genuinely mortified. If I heard correctly, so that I don't have to go to the bathroom. Yeah. So that I don't have to go to the bathroom. And for me, again, I'm like, that's a lot. That's a lot. I don't know. I don't know. And to add on top of that, right? There has been an increased amount of people who are actually like pooping in the pit or like around the arena that they're performing at, as well as pissing on the floor, where I'm like, oh, RIP to anyone who had any of their shit on the ground. RIP to anyone who had their stuff on the ground, dude. Because like, I would be so mad, guys. I would be so mad if I put my purse on the ground or my backpack or whatever I'm carrying on the ground and someone pissed on it. Like someone genuinely peed on it. I would be so mad, dude. I'm picking up that purse and I'm throwing it at the person. I don't care. Like, here, have your pee all over yourself, dude. That is disgusting. Also, I'm debating on whether or not to write because the last time I wrote, I was crying my eyeballs out. Oh no, Queenie. Unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. Very sad. I hope you're able to write something that makes you happy. But yeah, it was a journey to learn more about how people just experience concerts now, because I feel like, I don't know about you guys, but I keep seeing more and more videos talking about horrible experiences at concerts, whether it be like, I don't know, people standing in not the standing allowed sections or something, or like just being rude, I don't know, like holding up signs and stuff like that when people are trying to see. Like, there's no general thought process on the people around you. So I'm like, dude, that really sucks. And then you mix in like bowel movements where I'm like, okay, it's to me, it shouldn't be a horrible thing if someone has an accident. But if you're pooping in your hand and you're putting it on the ground and you're going to pretend that you're not the person who did that, what is wrong with you? Just go to the bathroom, dude. Just go to the bathroom. At that point, I just go to the bathroom and try to get back to where I was originally. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not life or death. I'm gonna lurk, getting very sleepy. Hope you have a good stream. Yeah, thank you, Val. Thank you for the lurk. Thank you, and also for the raid. I very much appreciate it. Have a good rest. Post-COVID social stuff has gone out of hand. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's really gross. It's the same way where, like, I don't know. There's been so many times that I think about things that I would like to do, or I'm like, oh, that sounds really cool to go to. And then I find out someone pissed on the ground. Like, I found that someone peed on the ground, or like someone did something, right? Or it's something like weird where it's like, what do you call it? I don't know. Like general health stuff where it's like, for example, everyone who went to Off-Kai, I think it was a few years ago, I'm pretty sure it's like this again this year, was the smell. Where people just don't shower, they don't take care of themselves in that sort of way. And it's not even just like one person, it's like multiple people. So I'm like, oh, I don't know about that. I don't. And this is like at like anime conventions as well, right? Like especially Anime Expo, where it's like also the account of having that many people there, and just like, you know, it's a whole lot of people. So I can just imagine how hot it is in there. Just everyone crammed into one building. But yeah, or even like something as simple as going to like a theater. I'm very glad that, you know, I'm not in an area that like has a huge amount of people going to the theaters, if that makes sense. Because like theater etiquette I think is in the trash as well. Like how many people were talking during like a showing of whatever viewing, or like just, you know, being a general nuisance, if that makes sense. Or like I understand you want to enjoy your experience, but like I'm gonna be so for real with you guys. I really dislike how like streamer culture, if that makes sense. Streamer, because I don't want to name it a culture, but like I guess it is, in a sense of just like how streamers have come. Like, how do I explain this? I hate how kids today. Oh my! I sound like a boomer. Hold up. Oh my god, no! I sound horrible. But what I mean by that, what I mean is, I really hate how when it comes to people who are young, you know, how people who are young idolize streamers, like absolutely idolize them, that they can do no wrong, right? And that has cause for, you know, general aspects of children, especially people who are like middle school to like even teenagers, to be like, chat, did you see that? Talking to an imaginary chat. Like it's completely crazy for me to think about that. Like even for me, I don't even do that. Like half the time I hate calling anyone chat. I'd rather just say the fandom name or like whatever if I do know it. But you know, it just feels weird. Where it's different from like the YouTubers, right? Where they're like, hey guys, what's up? How's it going? Tonight we're going to be painting 100 layers of nail polish on a single nail, or something like that, right? That I prefer that over, you know, chat, that's crazy. Chat, you know, especially from people who don't even stream at all. Where like, okay, I can understand like a streamer being like, you know, kind of locked in forever, if that makes sense, of being like talking to like the camera, even if they're recording for their YouTube video, being like chat. But I see this with like random kids who are just living up their lives, I guess, and then as well as just like random YouTubers. And it like I mentioned this before, but it annoys me, it irks me. So to me it's so crazy to hear that IRL, like, oh my god, to hear in real life, right? To hear in real life that people are going to movie theaters and reacting as though it's a YouTube video, reacting as though they're talking to their chat as they're watching the movie. So imagine like how dystopian it is to like go to a public movie theater and to be hearing people be like, yo, chat, that's crazy, right, chat? Like, I can't believe you did that. Guys, this is getting crazy. And you look at them as though, you know, like, oh, are you filming for your YouTube video, I guess, or something? And they're not. They're not filming at all. So you don't even have that. You're like, so you're talking to an imaginary group of people in your head. Because streamer lingo is so prevalent and YouTuber lingo is so prevalent, where I'm like, there's nothing wrong with going to a movie and wanting to make content out of it, but what happened to discretion, dog? You know, there's this one dude who I've been watching who reviews airlines, and he's like, I don't take any fancy equipment with me. I just bring my own phone, and I bring a tiny microphone. It's like a really tiny microphone that he can like put up to his lips, and he's like, guys. So he's not necessarily like whispering. It doesn't sound like he's whispering, but he's talking in a really, really low voice, and he only talks when the lights are on in the airplane. He's like, guys, so we're gonna be trying this nice meal tonight. It's gonna be very yummy. Like this is what we have tonight. So he talks in a way that's like not disruptive of other people. He's not carrying around huge like cameras or equipment. He's just doing his thing, doing his job, and he's very transparent. He's like, hey, you know, I'm gonna be filming the cabin crew. You know, like I'll make sure to blur out anyone's face, stuff like that. And whenever anyone complains, they're like, oh, okay, here you go. You can look at the video. Like, there's nothing. There's not showing you anything. Like, for example, a passenger complained to him. He's like, okay, you know, you see, there is nothing of you on camera. Nothing, absolutely nothing of you. It is just my little section. Because he flies in business class, guys. He's not flying on like a regular economy seat. He's flying on business, or he's flying first class, and he reviews those types of seat arrangements. So like, see, I'm only recording my little pod. I'm only recording my food. I'm not recording any staff. He doesn't even show the hands of the staff most of the time, right? So a lot of people go to the movie theaters and they see the video, they see the movie, and then they go home, they start writing their scripts, they start writing their reviews, their interpretations or whatever. They're doing their content, right? And then they film it at home, what they experienced. Maybe they'll have some B-roll of like maybe going to the theater, but most of the time they don't really do that. They kind of just do whatever. Because half the time you could probably dox yourself by doing that. But, you know. So they're not the issue. It's just these random people who, like, to some degree idolize YouTubers and, you know, streamers and have an imaginary chat that they talk to. Which is, it's mind-boggling. I don't know. It's crazy to me when I even talk about it. This is why you bring extra sticks of deodorant. Oh my god. Because that's the thing too, right? That's the thing too, is where like, I don't think people understand too, is that the thing that makes you stink is not necessarily just the sweat. It's the bacteria. So most of the time when you put on deodorant, it's gonna make it worse. Like, yeah, it smells good for like a second, but like as they continue on moseying about doing their things, like just, bro, let's just take a shower, take a sponge bath or something, and then have deodorant. That's okay, you know, that's fine. They make like aluminum free deodorant. They make like you know, gel deodorant. They make spray on deodorant, things like that. It's really crazy. The fact these kids thinks that their streamer or being a TikTok or YouTube star is a viable career when in reality it's not. No, it's really not. And I'll get on that in a second too. Oh my god, Spartan, thank you. Oh my god, thank you for the 9 months. Let's go, 9 months. That observes 9 big booms from me. Boom, big boom, boom, big boom, 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 big boom, boom, and a big boom. Thank you, Spartan. Thank you so much for the 9 months. Thank you. I very much appreciate it. Enjoy your new scythe, actually. I'm pretty sure, yeah, you got a new scythe. Thank you for the head pats. Thank you. Showers are so relaxing. Yeah, they're nice. And even if it's like, for example, for me, I'm gonna go through my routine. it's gonna be a little weird, but I'm gonna go through my routine, right? So I personally, how do I explain this? Me personally, the way that I take showers kind of came from when I started taking showers in Japan. So in Japan, in my dorm, you have to push this little lever to get water for a few seconds, and then I'll turn off. Because like apparently they had like an issue of like foreigners or like whatever, because it was only a foreigner dorm, leaving the water on. So you push it and it gives you a little bit of water. Like push it and gives you a little water. But you just stand there and you're like obviously naked and you're like washing your head, and then you like push the little water to get like all the water out, or push the little lever to get the water, go in and rinse your hair. And so I do that now. I don't really like having a standard shower where it's just the water constantly being on you. I'd prefer the other one. I don't know what it's called, but like, you know, even for me, you can just do that. you know? I only have sympathy for people who like have an issue when it comes to like traumatic experiences while being in the bathroom. But I'm pretty sure, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm pretty sure the proportion of the people who deal with that struggle is not the majority. Like there will always be exceptions, there will always be like extensions of, you know, empathy and sympathy and things like that. But, you know, I don't think it's I don't think everyone at the convention center who stinks a lot has that sort of issue. You know, deodorant and antiperspirants are two very different things. Yeah, that is true. A lot of people confuse them. Yeah, no, exactly. I'm getting back to playing Pokemon. Took a minute, took a hiatus. Oh, okay, that's good. Let's go, Pokemon. Also, thank you for the 5 stream streaks, Spartan. Thank you. Bork. I do a part of my skincare routine during my shower. Yeah, it's like nice, you know? But that's what I mean, is where, you know, you figure out a system or a type of way to clean yourself in a sense that works for you based off of whatever condition you have or mental blockage or whatever, right? So, you know, I like you can be stinky. You can be stinky at home. I don't care. Be stinky at home. But once you go into a public place, it's kind of like, okay, guys, you got to take one for the team. Get in the shower. I'm sorry, guys. You got to take one for the team. Because, like, you can be stinky at home all you want. That's okay. That's fine. I don't care. But once you go to convention places, you know, take a shower, bro. Brush your teeth. You know? Teeth health is a very important thing. Very important thing. Please do it. In any semblance of the case. Please do it. Oh yeah, but it gets back to the, you know, talk about viable career. It's really not, you know, like I really love content creation. I really love watching people make content, and like, you know, my most probably viewed place of like anything on the internet is YouTube. Let's be fucking real, it's YouTube. And then maybe Twitch second. But, you know, most of the time, a lot of creators don't make a lot of money off of AdSense. Again, like, kids don't really understand that, one, it's pretty much running your own business. But two, what about retirement? What about taxes? You're going to be paying a higher amount of taxes because you're self-employed. What about, you know, even filing taxes? You have to have a tax person. You know, there's a lot of people who go into content creation, have a lot of income coming in, and then eventually they just, you know, don't have anything else to fall back on. They don't have a degree because sometimes a lot of these people don't finish their degrees if they take off during, you know, university. Whereas like, you don't even have that to fall back on. Because there's plenty of people who are like, yeah, you know, I stopped doing university because, you know, my stuff took off. So, and it's not necessarily coming from a place where it's like, hey, I made the decision of like not going to university because of XY reasons, due to it being like not like, it wasn't, how to explain that? Like, people make the decision to leave university for a reason, and a lot of them I can understand, whether it be financial reasons, whether it be like career wise, or like, hey, I'd rather go into the trade work, or like 3, even like, hey, you know, university was not for me and I'm not going to get into debt just to have a piece of paper. I'm like, you know what, fair. But these are kids who are being like, hey, you know, I made X amount of money, I'm just not going to go to university because, you know, I want to be a full-time content creator and, you know, XY reason. Where I don't think it's necessarily coming from a place of like really thinking about it very deeply. So I'm like, okay, bro, like, I'm concerned, but also there's nothing to do about it. Because like, for me, most of the way that I interact with people and how I understand people was because I went to university, was because I had that ability to interact with more people, and especially people from different cultures, races, religions, things like that. Was able to, you know, travel to different countries and, you know, learn those languages, but also learn who I am as a person, if that makes sense. And you don't need university to do that, but it's a sure a lot easier way to do it. Honestly, like I can't really think of another experience that would have given me the same amount of like experience and knowledge, if that makes sense. Because I come from like a very like right now I live in the middle of nowhere. Let's be real, right? So when will I be able to meet people and understand them in that way from face to face? Because again, online relationships are a bit different than it is being face to face with someone. I hate being sticky at home. Sometimes I don't want to shower, but once I shower, I don't want to leave. So fair, Clove. So fair. Because it's so nice. Like I love showering late at night because then you just feel great. You just genuinely feel good. Especially when you don't have anywhere to go. You're just like, yeah, I feel clean. I was just talking about this with my friend because a lot of people think streaming will make the big bucks, but they don't do these things. But they don't do the things that will actually help them, like long form content. No, Clove, you speak to me. You speak for me. They don't do long form content. They don't do long form content. They don't bother looking at all into sponsorships, you know, because again, yeah, like you said, it's one of the biggest ways to make money. Exactly. W. Oh my God. The way that I want to talk in a very standard way, but then the slang just comes out of me, dog. But yeah, no, like Ludwig's class, if you guys haven't watched it, I highly recommend watching it. Watch Ludwig's and Agent's classes. I think they're really good. Like some people who have single digit CCVs, and this is meant to say, but they have donations like 2K to 6.5K. It's not realistic goal. And streaming for the most people, hold up. I have lines on my screen, hold up. Like some people who have single digit CCVs, and this is mean to say, but they have donations for like 2K and 6.5K. It's not a realistic goal, and streaming for the most part, for the most people, shouldn't be used as a means to ease financial strife. Let the slang come out, dog. Thank you, Clove. Thank you. But yeah, no, I agree. To me, I think it's very unrealistic when it comes to just how do I say this? A lot of people get into streaming for a variety of reasons. People get into streaming because they want to have fun and make friends, which I think is a great thing. Like, you know, that's pretty much what I came into it for. But there comes a time where you need to hit a pause and to reevaluate what you really want. And I don't think that ever really stops. I don't think reevaluating and thinking about things really stops whenever you're making content. Pokimane and another creator also emphasize soft skills. I forgot the actual term, but the more social skills. Yeah, exactly. Especially Pokimane, and I think it was Pokimane, Senna, and Valkyrie also did classes. Wait, was it Pokimane? I don't know if it was Pokimane. I think it was Pokimane. But, you know, I think it was Valkyrie's class was about how streaming helped her get a lot of different opportunities. And this is the thing too. I don't want to talk much about like other streamers' social type of allegations or, you know, conflicts or whatever. But from my eyes, Valkyrie has done such an amazing job as like a businesswoman. And I really respect that. Like to be dipping your hands in not only like the animation / like creative, like illustration industry, but as well as like doing film, doing acting, doing all sorts of other side hustles that I was like, damn, okay. But having a platform, especially having a streamer platform, allows you to do more things than you think that you ever could, you know, or at least put in more money into the things that you enjoy. I think it was, I believe it was Senna who did the class about, what do you call it? Networking. I think it was like the third day of classes where she was talking like, hey, again, guys, if you're going to be at Streamer University, I'm sorry, but like if you come here and you think about, hey, I don't want to be a nuisance and talking to people, I don't want to be a clout chaser, get that out of your head, because you need to make connections. You need to make the most out of your opportunity, and being quiet and not reaching out and not taking risk is not going to do you anything. Which, you know, I agree, you know, to a certain extent, like make those connections, talk to people. Like you literally have so many people served to you on a platter. Go mingle, go network. And it sucks really because again, a lot of these people who get into streaming are like young, like who never even had any semblance of how to network. And again, networking's hard. I understand. I had a hard time in like the business world doing that because I didn't want to feel scummy. But you know, if you come up to someone and you're genuine with what you talk about, what you're passionate about, have something to say, people are willing to talk to you and are willing to give you that business card, you know? And I think that's very similar to like the streaming world. And especially again, especially for IRL content streamers, as well as like, you know, it's going to be applied to any streamer, but specifically very much so for IRL streaming. How many streams have you taught? Like how many streams and events have you seen within the past year that are streamer based? You know, like, oh, you know, like even small scale, think of small scale, like, oh, we're doing a collab. These people don't just like do a collab from the desktop. They meet these people in real life and they do shit in real life, like challenges or whatever. And in order to do that, you need to know these people in order for them to actually invite you to a place to do these collaborations. And these are the things that like get, you know, especially IRL streamers very popular. See, which I think people also overlook entirely. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, networking and having those softer skills really is like, how do I explain this? Collaboration at the end of the day is not going to like have a huge immediate impact, if I want to say. Like for example, me Clove and like, I don't know, me Clove and Silver get together and we do a collab, right? We play, I don't know, co-op Fields of Mystery when it comes out, right? Yeah, you know, we're probably not going to get a lot of followers or regulars from that collaboration, but it gets your name out there. It gets people seeing you more, if that makes sense. Like for me, like for example, think of anyone that you watch on YouTube. You watch maybe a few of their videos before you're like, hey, I do want to subscribe to this person. Hey, I do actually want to watch a lot more. I want to see what they come out with next. So having that sort of marketing and having that sort of like putting people's faces, putting your face in front of people does help. And for the long term, it does. As well as just having those genuine friendships. Like, hey, you know, like look at what's happening in the animation industry with the animation YouTubers who are getting hit after hit of demonetizations. They all reach out to each other and they're like, hey, you know what? Like, for example, I watched Kelsey Animated. I really love her videos. And she did a video today talking about, hey, yeah, you know, I was demonetized. And I reached out to the people who I knew. Like, for example, she knows someone at like this other company. I forgot what it was. But basically, they have it in with YouTube. You know, reaching out to YouTunes, reaching out to Honobread. These massive creators who make story animations, storytime animations. And, you know, she reached out to them saying like, hey, what's going on? What should I do? And she was advised to make a video about it. You know, all these decisions didn't just come from her. She went out, she resourced, she researched, and she tried whichever way possible to fix this because YouTube wasn't doing it. And without those connections, would she still have gotten to the same thing? Probably, but it was a sure hell faster way. It was sure as hell faster and sure as hell more like it eased her heart, if that makes sense. Like, oh, okay, I'm not the only one. Oh, okay, everyone's struggling. Oh, okay, you know, like I have people behind me, massive creators behind me who also want to help out, you know? And as well as like thinking about smaller creators too. So networking is important, but it's not going to give you a lot of success in the short term. It's more of like a long-term thing, having those connections as well as like interacting with people. Something I do hate about the VTubing sphere is that people don't know how to socialize. Exactly. Oh my God, Clove. Exactly. I have so much to say on that, especially. I think that's a perfect way to describe it. People don't know how to socialize. Am I the only one who doesn't like Pokimane? Pokimane? I mean, it depends. I feel like there's a lot of creators who people don't like. I think that happens with everyone. Oh my God, Jayburn. Like for me personally, I have never watched any of Ludwig's, Valkyrie's, Pokimane's, you know, the major streamers. I've actually never watched their content. but I can at least respect game. You know, I can respect the amount of work, or at least the choices that they make in a sense of like business wise. When it comes to personality, when it comes to, you know, choices they make or whatever headlines, it's a mixed bag, you know? Because on one hand, it's like, yeah, sometimes I think streamers make really shitty decisions, but also on the other hand, I think the streaming world itself is such a bullshit. I hate it so much in a sense of just like, for example, look at any IRL streamer interacting with another IRL streamer. It's always like, oh my god, you know, Sea Dog VA ignored me, like Connor Dog ignored me, you know, I can't believe it. And I'm like, dude, he just walked past you. Or like something crazy going on, right? Or like, oh my god, this person lied, or this person did this, or, you know, or like for example, look at Streamer University where they like threw hot sauce on people, or that guy who was chasing a girl around with a belt. Like, you know, they want clips, so they get the clips. That I don't respect. Like it comes a time where it's like, bro, come on. But again, I think that's why a lot of people don't choose to go to those IRL events. They don't choose to interact with those people, and I think they have every right to do so if they're not comfortable. And they're too shy. Collabs are gonna skyrocket your views. Yeah, no, exactly. To both of those. Because I feel like VTubers, especially, they like, for me, I'm never going to respond to like a post saying like, hey, these are the games that I like, collab with me. I probably will never respond, just because for me, I want someone who knows me, or at least tries to get to know me, and that I somewhat know them, right? Because when you have it more personalized, when you have that invitation extended to you directly, it means so much more. It means so much more. And again, you can get feelers out, that's fine, getting a feeler out, but just expecting someone to collab with you when they don't know who you are, when you don't even know what content they do, when you don't have any sort of backlog, it's hard to make that decision. I'm gonna say no, because I've already had shitty, you know, collaborations that I've done in the past. I'm not gonna like take a chance on some random person just because they have like a sad story that they don't have friends or something. Because again, it's a lot for me, like emotionally, mentally, or whatever, to reach out to someone and maybe they're an asshole. I don't know. I don't know anything about them. That's the problem. I don't know any of their content. I don't know if they have any friends of my friends. You know, they're not reaching out to me specifically. So it's a weird situation. But I feel like that's how a lot of VTubers go for collabs like that. It introduces you to someone else's audience, yeah. A lot of these things people should do is often contradictory. Collabs are a good way to get your name out there, but only doing collabs won't allow you to shine on your own. Exactly. If all that you do is collabs, no one is going to be invested into you. No one's going to be willing to switch platforms or to support your other content if you're only doing collaborations. Because for me, for example, I've been very honest with you guys about this. When I watch other creators, because, you know, I love watching VTubers and streamers as well. But when I watch other creators and all they do collaborations, I kind of hate it. Because I want my one-on-one, like, not necessarily one-on-one streamer time, but I want just the streamer sometimes. Like, I don't want to see you play Mecha Million with with 10,000 people, or like do another friend swap collab. I just want you on your own and to like have a nice talk with us, have a nice little chit chat. Because those mean a lot. Even though if I'm not chatting in chat, or I'm not actually talking to the streamer themselves in chat, I really like that. Because we get to see the interaction between the streamer and their chat. We get to see the interaction of the community. We see fun topics. And that's when we get your in-jokes, your insider jokes. Like, for example, one of the people who I watch I guess more recently is Shiki Katagami from FSP Production, or FSB. And he has this whole running gag of how his chat beats him with jumper cables. And it's really funny. It's genuinely one of the funniest shit ever. Like, he'll go on stream and be like, I'm hurt because you guys keep beating me with jumper cables. And he'll like bring this up like throughout other collabs, so it makes it really funny because it's an inside joke, right? So you can get like a little tee-hee with your community about it. Well, let's see. Or they have social anxiety. It's like even then, I don't know. Like, I feel when it comes to social anxiety, like it's such a hard topic because obviously it's something that I don't. It's something that I don't struggle with. So it's hard for me to understand. But it is a thing, and I do feel bad, if that makes sense. Because I don't know. I feel like when it comes to people who have issues in whatever aspect of their life and they want to do something, you can do that thing, but at a different scale, if that makes sense. Like if you want to collab with more and more people, but you have XY reasons why you don't, then what is the next rung on the ladder that will be similar to that? Like for me, I don't collab with a lot of people because of XY reasons, but I still have collaborations with people who I'm really close with every now and then. I even move them to being off stream so that I could be more comfortable, as well as the person be more comfortable. Like for example, I had a collaboration stream with, Soat. We didn't announce it, we didn't really talk about it, but I had a collaboration with him and I recorded it, and that's going to be uploaded on YouTube later. There's always, like, not always, but there's like the attempt to make something similar. Like on one hand, I feel bad for people with social anxiety, but if they want to be a streamer, they need to work through that shit, get therapy, or get a workbook, I guess. Yeah, like I don't think it's necessarily being harsh either to be like, hey, we have to be realistic and we have to understand that. Oh, I feel so bad saying this, but there has to be something. There has to be some type of like where we draw the line of being like, hey, if this is something that you genuinely want to do, if this is a project that you genuinely want to get done, then we need to sit down and figure out how to do it, Not be mean about it. I gotta give something. Yeah, you gotta give something. Yeah, exactly. Also, hold on, I gotta change my model. Sorry. I think I can change this one. Hold up, guys. Nope, this is the same one. Man, I thought I had my original model be rigged like this. Hold up. Man, I don't think I have it. Also, hi Kieran, how was community night? Hold up, guys, we're in a discussion. Let me give you your shout out real quick. Also, Kieran, if you need to raid and run, feel free, no worries. Take good care of yourself. I hope you had fun. Because I do know that sometimes you need to lay down really quickly. Let's see. Let me. Okay, Jaybird, I will update the model because I can do that right now, but I'll leave this model on for now while I get raid done and then read through all the comments. Yeah, welcome to my raiders. Hello. My name is Reaper's Reprieve. You can call me Reaper. You can call me Percy. You can call me Nighty Dog. I go by many names. I use any pronouns, and yeah, I usually do art here, but my art hand hurts. So I decided to just have a just chatting stream. It really has been that way for a while now, Law, but yeah, I do need a lurk. Wow. Yeah, no worries, Kieran. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. Take good care of yourself. I really hope that community night went well. Or community Minecraft went well, I should say. Because I do see the work that you put into your server, and it's really admirable. Because I'm pretty sure it took forever to set up. Also, welcome on in, rock eaters. I see you. Reap, I have a question. Yeah, feel free. I'm gonna read the rest of chat because I missed it real quick. Let's see. Just go talk to people. The worst people can do is just not follow up. Yeah, that's true. I do remember Bacon reaching out to me and then having the line of like, okay, like he was like, yeah, if you're not interested, you can just tell me to fuck off. But you know, fair, very fair. Because reaching out to that many people and to organize events and stuff like that must have been a lot. 100% must have been a lot. And to just be like, hey, you know, if you don't want to do it, then just tell me. That's fine. Because a lot of people will just not. A lot of people will say like yes, and then they'll just never show up, and it's so frustrating, dude. I don't care about the big streamers content wise, but a sick game for sure. Yeah, IRL events are scary, especially for AFABs. Yeah, I can only imagine. Bro. Oh. Personally, I would never go. But you know, some people mix being a VTuber and doing stuff like that all together. The amount of harassment that happens at TwitchCon last year, yeah. If I want to collab with someone, I just sit in their streams. I feel out their vibes. Yeah, exactly. Facts. Yes, pardon. If our humor is similar, or the games we play are similar, even public stances, I would never dare to collab with someone I just met nor prior hangouts. Yeah. Especially if you just never met them. I don't like watching collabs oftentimes. I will lurkies to support, but interacting with them, yes, weepies. Thank you. I feel heard. I also like it when collaborators talk to all the chatters. Oh my god. Also, thank you for the 70 stream streak. Oh my god, thank you for the 70 stream streak, Big J Bird. Thank you. That is as many borks as I can do in like a single breath. But oh my god, when it comes to chatters, when it comes to streamers, okay guys, I'm gonna be so honest with you. I do not mean to shade other streamers about this at all, because again, you can do whatever you want and how you want to do things. But I truly do not see a point in streaming with someone, like doing a collaboration stream, if you don't want to talk to their chat, or if you don't want to have your collaborator talk with their chat. I genuinely don't understand it. Especially, like, I can maybe understand it more if you're like a really big streamer, or like have a lot of people interacting in your chat. I can understand that, and you just see it as like, hey, I just want to like have us like a lot of this boils down to the person who organizes the collab or who's a part of the collab not actually saying what they want. For me, if someone came up to me and was like, hey, let's do a collaboration, let's do an art collaboration, I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, let's go. But I don't want you to talk to your chat. I'm like, okay. You know what? Okay. I'll put a little thing on top that says like, hey guys, I'm gonna be focusing on the collab, and you know, that's what we're gonna do. I'll read out, you know, subscriptions, stream streaks and things like that at the end of the stream. But a lot of times it's just expected, and I don't think that's the right way to go about it. Like, if you want to record something for YouTube, or you want to do this for YouTube, or like make this like some type of experience for the stream, I think that's perfectly fine, but that should be talked about in the beginning. Because how I end up just doing things with the friends that I talk with, I usually talk with them like, hey, you know, how do we expect interacting with the chats? And like 9 times out of 10, they're like, oh, bet, I just want to talk to the chats as per usual, like it's a normal stream. So if someone wants to come in, Jaybird's like pissing on the floor, and I'm like, oh my god, Jaybird, stop pissing on the floor, and then you know, and we can make a little like tee joke about that, especially if I'm hanging out with Soat. Then you know, it's better for us to talk to our chat than it is to ignore them completely, if that makes sense. But again, most people just don't even bother talking about this, or like ever bringing it up, things like that. So it's, I don't know. Again, if you're going to collaborate with someone, you need to meet them halfway on like everything, whether it be time, whether it be interactions with chat, whether it be uploading content to YouTube, you know, meeting together for like, I don't know, your PNGs to do thumbnail art. All of those things need to be talked about. And it sucks, but at the end of the day, it's what you need to do. despite whether or not you do it as like a form of just a hobby or if you're looking for it as a career. You just need to do these things. People getting hella parasocial about the big streamers they interact with. Like, yeah, the streamers seem they're friendly, but they didn't read your message in their chat or not see you IRL. You shouldn't get hurt about it. Yeah. Especially when like some of these streamers who have like massive amount of people watching them, they're like the chat goes by really fast. And even like for example, when it comes to like smaller streamers too, like if someone doesn't read your message, it's not necessarily means that they don't like you. It might be either because they didn't like the message itself, or I don't know, it could be something as simple as like they didn't see it because it's buried, right? And they're getting their way through it. Let's see, for example, if it's another thing, when people come in and they expect like for example, when they expect for the streamer to remember exactly who that person is, right? That I don't understand either. Like, you have to like come to so many streams for that to be a thing. Also, welcome on in, readers. Oh my god, I'm like trying to catch up on chat. I'm so sorry here.
Prepare the fire. Murmur__Dullahands has invaded.
Let's see.
Hurry, give them bottles of flames.
Bring snacks and many odd merchandise. Ooh, fun. What are you guys doing? Thank you so much for the raid. Miri? Hope I'm saying that right. Let me know if I am not. Here, let me give you your shout outs. And let me bloop. There we go. I haven't seen yet for bits. Oh, I see. Let's see. Ooh, let me look at this. Oh yeah, it's been a while. It's been like what? It's been around 2 months, I want to say. Hello. Welcome on in. Thank you. What are you guys doing? But yeah, welcome in, raiders. Hello. My name is Reaper's Reprieve. You can call me Reaper, Percy, or Nutty Dog. I use any pronouns, and we usually are here. But right now, I am on rest, so we're just yapping. I'm at the moment trying to catch up on chat, but we're just yapping. If you need to raid and run, feel free. No worries. Take good care of yourselves. If not, then you're more than welcome to come and hang out. Also, I need to add you to my raid board now. You have been inducted into the raid board. Copy. We ended Escape from Tarvak, and then we switched to Helldivers. Oh, nice! W. Okay, bet. I hope you had fun. Oh my god, Helldivers. Let's see. I'm adding you as like a typed out version. There you go. Yeah, again, thank you so much for the raid. I very much appreciate it. It sounds like my voice is dying. It's a little bit, but don't worry about it. Let's see. For example, let's say you're a chatter in Iron Mounts' stream, and then there are almost like 10k other people in chat with you, so she can't read every message. Yeah. No, exactly. Like, on one hand, I feel bad for people with social anxiety. Oh yeah, we read that. Oh my god, did we catch up? W. Let's see. It was fun, though everyone robs me. Karen, oh my god. So fair. It's so strange to stream and ignore the streaming aspect, lol. No, exactly, Snowman. I don't understand it. I genuinely don't. Because I've seen this happen to like one of my friends. And I was like, the way I would have been like, okay guys, we're gonna go back to just chatting real quick, or oh guys, we're gonna go BRB real quick, and then muted myself on my stream and been like, what the fuck was that? Guys, we need to talk about this before. Let's be real. Or like, you know, just like having those breaks or pauses, or I don't know, like, to me it's really rude to expect people to do the stream the way that you believe it should be done. Especially if it's like, I'm gonna be so real with you. I don't know about many other people, but I'm not going to stream with someone who I don't like. It's okay if it's like a huge group thing and it's like one person I don't really know, but I know everyone else. But if you go into a stream to like stream with someone, you only know one person and the other two people you don't know anything about, I don't think it's right for you to assume that they're going to understand exactly how to do stream with you. Oh, they're gonna automatically understand that they shouldn't talk to their chat while we stream together. They're not gonna know that, and you shouldn't expect them to, especially if you just don't really know them like that. Like, this should be a conversation before you stream, instead of making someone feel embarrassed because, you know, you told them to stop talking to their chat midstream. That's really, I don't know. As a viewer, that pissed me off. I was like, yo, I don't know about that. Because mind you, I am watching my friend stream, so I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely am not going to stream with this person ever. Do you like spooky or spooky like content? I do. I very much do. Sorry, I'm like answering your question so late. There we go. Make sure I answered everything. I had a funny clip for Tarlux though, so it was great. Oh, that's good. Let's go. Very good. Here, I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. I'll be right back. I got tea. I can finally talk. There we go. But yeah, it gets really uncomfortable, especially when that happens on stream. And then, you know, fun fact about that actually. Maybe it's not so fun fact, but when that happened, when my friend was, you know, said like, hey, you know, stop talking to your chat, you know. And I guess to be fair, it was said in like a kinder way, but again, I don't agree with that necessarily being a thing. But you know, it is what it is. And from then I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna interact with this person because I don't really like how that situation was handled. We don't really have similar audiences or like content or anything like that, so I doubt that we'll ever interact with each other again, or like not even interact with each other again, but like ever interact, I should say. And they proceeded to raid me that day, so and that's fun, even funner fact, guys. What they said about me before they raided into me was really bad. It was very uncomfortable for me, honestly. Mind you, it wasn't negative, but I did feel objectified, not gonna lie to you. So you know, I made a, you know, kind of a, what do you call it? I made it more of a habit to look at people VODs before I raid into them. Like, I made it a habit to look into people's VODs after they raided into me, because I've kind of realized after that point people were not so nice talking about me before they raided into me. And then things changed because I offered to give them free art. So like, oh, very awkward, very awkward. But you know, it's fine because I don't think I ever see them anymore, honestly. So I think we completely diverse groups. So I'm very glad that I was able to like not have to interact with them. And yeah, they were one of the few people who I did remove from my raid board, because again, it was just really uncomfortable for me. It was really uncomfortable for me to hear from another streamer who apparently valued themselves as being professional to talk about my model that way before they read into me. I was like, oh, you know, I don't. It's like if someone likes the model, likes how Reaper looks, that's fine. If they like have any sort of like attraction to Reaper, that's fine. I don't really care. But to say that and then for me to find out that you also don't like to be objectified as your model kind of has extra layers of it being fucked up. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm okay. Is it okay if I DM you a channel that does spooky like content? I like her content because she often gives vibes of deep dive of legend or a piece of media that could have real life inspiration. Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead. Go ahead and give it to me, Queenie. You have my permission. Feel free. Thank you for asking too. Thank you for asking permission. Overall, you can add credits to your emotes even if it's your own. Yeah, you can. Also, hi Baito. Hi. Oh, I should be changing the model. That's what I should be doing right now. But yeah, I think there is a lot of, you know, because how do I explain this? I feel like there is the general vibe of being a VTuber and like the VTuber sphere, because it's kind of treated a bit differently due to the models and, you know, the two different cultures of VTubing, which is one that derives from the like idol culture, which is like the Japanese VTuber aspect of it, but also the current one, which people kind of just treat it as an avatar, which I think in both cases is fine. Both cases is fine. I don't think it's problematic for either case, in my humble opinion, right? I think both is fine. I don't think one should be demonized over the other. But when it comes to VTubing as a sphere, I feel like it can be very hard to find people who mesh well with you, especially when it comes to general etiquette, you know? Like, even for me, like, I don't invite people on my stream, midstream. I don't do that. It's not my cup of tea to really do that at all, but I know plenty of other people who do that. And again, they're not bad. They're not bad in doing those things, but it's a different mindset. Same way with how, I don't do very massive collabs. I really don't. I'm more like a, what do you call it? What's an animal that does this? Like, I'm very hesitant to do collabs in general due to my experiences with people. And I've been like that for like, I want to say the past, ever since maybe 6 months into me streaming. I've been like this for a long time. And it's only gotten worse, if I'm being honest with you. Well, I shouldn't say worse. I think I've gotten better at it, if that makes sense. Like, I've gotten better with letting people know that's the case, letting people understand that about me, and being very transparent about that. Like, yeah, I turn down most collabs. I really do. And that's purely just because I think very deeply about the collabs that I do, and I want to make sure that I'm in a great headspace if I want to take a risk with someone. Like, you know, it could be like I know all the people there except for one. Do I want to take that risk to like be a part of that? Like, there's been many times that I've tried really big collabs with different people that I've tried to get to know because they're friends of friends, and I realized that I really don't really like these people due to, you know, how they treat other people. Because again, what I don't want people to misunderstand about me is that I have a laundry list of how I think someone should act. That's not the case. It's usually just because someone did something that I did not like, then I'm like, okay, I don't really want to be around you. And maybe that's bad for me to admit. Possibly it is bad for me to admit that, but that's just how I see things. Where I'm like, okay, if you actively made that choice to have that talk on stream, to do this on stream, and don't see the repercussions of that action, then I don't think I really want to hang out with you. If you know, and I'm not even talking about anything political or anything like that. It's just that, you know, if someone, mm, like for example, if someone, I'm trying not to use a very specific situation, but I'm trying to also do my point. Like if you're being mean, that's like being mean. It's hard to like not talk about the situation directly because it's, you know, you could probably figure out who I'm talking about, which I'm trying to avoid. But if I see that you do not respect your collab partners in a very obvious way that's not a joke, that genuinely hurt that person's feelings and has been made apparent that it hurt them, and you just decide to laugh it off and not apologize, yeah, I'm not gonna collab with you. Like, no shit. Like, if you're gonna be a dick about it, hell no. I don't care how many followers you have. I don't care what your CCV is. I don't care how much money you make on Twitch. I don't care about any of that. Like, if you don't respect the people who you're collabing with and you actively do things that make them feel bad and don't apologize for it. And again, I guess, mind you, I'm seeing this as someone in the audience. I don't fuck with that. I genuinely don't. So there's no way in hell that I would sit down and sit with you in private, let alone do a collab. Because I've been in many situations, not many situations. I've been in a few situations where I did a get to know kind of hangout and try to get to know someone because they asked me to. It went really bad and I was just uncomfortable. I was like, I'm gonna head out. And then I just said like, hey guy, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think we mesh well, so I'm gonna decline the collab. And then instantly stop talking to me, which I appreciate, but also, you know, talking, I'll say talking bad about me, but just blocking me completely. Where I'm like, you know what, fair. Again, if you want to block someone completely, your thing, I agree, you should. But for me saying no, that was your automatic response, I think that's a little crazy. And I'm glad that I said no. Both is good, just for a different audience. Idol VTubers versus avatar VTubers. Yeah, exactly. Like, I do love me an idol VTuber, I ain't gonna lie to you. Because they do a lot of karaoke streams. They do a lot of karaoke streams. I really like karaoke streams. I do hope that they are being fairly compensated though. That's what I do hope. I vibe more with artists and use VTuber as an avatar to experiment with their art, less streamer facing than art facing. Life is short, be picky about your do's and don'ts, cultivate the crowd you want to be around. Yeah, exactly. I agree. I very much agree with like being picky. Because I think that's where the downfall comes for like a lot of people, especially in the streaming sphere. Damn, I got automated, my bad. Oh my god, Nufu, what did you say? Nufu, what did you say? Here, let me go check. Hi boss, hi degenerates with love. How are you doing? Oh, Nufu. This is wonderful. How do I release this message? I don't think I can release this message actually. Oh, I'm glad it caught that message actually. How do I don't think I can release it, but I read it out for you, Nifu. No, there's no approve. Snowman, there's no approve. There's no it just says timeout or warn or ban. So it's like there's no. Here, let me reload the page actually. Oh no, it made it disappear actually. Never mind. Huh? Yeah, exactly. It didn't give me an option. Do I have like a little mod icons? Huh. It doesn't even give me like a section for like to approve it either. Sorry, Nupu, gotta time you out. It's crazy. After all these years, the betrayal. Exactly, the betrayal. No. Also, how are you, Nufu? How are you doing? Yeah, again, for context, whenever Nufu pops up, Nufu was one of the people who got me to affiliate. So Nufu sat in my streams a lot for me to get the, what do you call it? The concurrent viewership, if that makes sense. How was your art fight this year, by the way? It was good. I only did art fight for one day. Which, I'm coming out with a video, guys. Oh my god. I gotta plug that shit. I gotta stop being shy about it. But yeah, I'm making a video about my experience with art fight, which I think is gonna be a lot of fun. I'm very excited for that. But I guess spoiler, you can look on my profile. I did 5 attacks, which was pretty fun. You know, I enjoyed it. I did 3 for people well, actually 4 for people I knew, and then 1 for person I didn't know that well at all. So it was good. What else? My badge of founder is gone. Sad. I guess it only shows when you sub. Yeah, it only shows when you have like a subscription. That's the only sad part. I usually flex mine, especially for like DJ backshots. I flex mine whenever I get a gifted subby. And I walk in like, oh, hello everyone, greetings. Because I like the flex. Do they extend art fight? I know the site is broken like the first few days. No, they don't at all. Art fight happens from July 1st in the afternoon to August 1st in the afternoon, I think. They might give an extra day, actually. I don't remember when it closed. Nope. August 1st, yeah. I knew your majesty from the, oh my god, days is crazy. The waifu days. Yeah, man, that was such a long time ago. Nufu, it's crazy. It's been like 2 years. It's been officially 2 years now. I think that shit's crazy. Which I do need a plan to do something. I think we won't celebrate the streamer anniversary. We'll just celebrate the affiliate anniversary because I think that's easier. Nufu, I have never fixed that thing. I have never fixed that thing. Oh, I have never fixed that. Okay, Nufu has been following since... Shit, hold up. Let's see... August 14th. There we go. August 14th. Almost 2 whole years. Damn sad, yeah. Lazy boss, honestly, real. I've been fighting with keeping stream elements. Just because I don't really use it all that often. Because now I have StreamerBot, so StreamerBot does all my shit for me. So I don't really need to really have it anymore. I can just have the programs, like I can have the whatever notifications be programmed with StreamerBot. and just do that for an afternoon instead of having 2 different bots. Because I think we have a Seribot as well to moderate. I don't know what Creatus bot is actually. He's always just been here. I don't know what he does actually. I don't want to remove him either. Is behind Create's channel point system. Links Twitch channel point redeems to stream elements like text to speech, custom sound clips, video alerts, chat commands. Oh, is that what it does? I don't know. He can stay here. I don't care. Little bot, it's fine. Does bro have like a moderate badge? No. Fact, streamer bot is a god software. I agree, honestly, I agree. So yapping about collabs, then when collab with Hololive, that's crazy, Nufu. What, Nufu, none of these things work. Nufu, none of these things work. Oh, exactly, Vito, exactly. Oh my god, on my knees to... Who do I really like from Hololive, actually? Because the problem is, right, I like listening to the Hololive girly pops, but I watch more of the Hollow Stars, if that makes sense. Like, I think having a collab with Gerard would be awesome, but I don't think I could match his energy. I know he's not like very loud anymore in a sense. He's not very loud in a sense, but he's still unhinged. That doesn't change the fact that bro's unhinged. Subtime, we'll find one that works. Yeah, no, I did not fix any of the commands. Ads, no, there's no. Aqua, RIP my, oh no, RIP. Yeah, because I like the Hololive girlies, but I like their music more than I like watching their streams, if that makes sense. I don't very often watch their streams. I do listen to their music a lot though. I really like Elizabeth Rose Bloodflame. Oh my government name, bro. I love the way that she sings. I love the way Narissa sings. I like the way Gigi sings. More Calliope, obviously. Who else do I listen to their covers a lot? Those are the people who are coming to mind, like instantly. Is there anyone else that I listen to? I'm being honest. Oh my god. But yeah, I do. Actually, I do listen to a lot of the boys covers as well. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just a cover person. I really like music. I don't make music in any sense. I don't sing at all or do any of those things, but I just genuinely love the craft. I love consuming the craft, if that makes sense. So any person who does singing or like releases original music, I really love supporting them. Shout out to Fjord Forte, aka, you know, the homie Fjord. So people who do that, even so, does covers and things like that, I really enjoy listening to it. Even if the cover is not necessarily the highest of quality in a sense of just like sound mixing or whatever, and I'm not an expert on it at all, I can just, you know, me listening to so many covers, I can kind of tell when the mixing isn't quite there due to just the influx that I have listened to. But obviously I can't offer support or like suggestions on how to fix that, which is unfortunate. I only know the art that their fans do. You know what I mean? Never watched them. Oh, thank you, Nufu. I appreciate that. I do be very chill. Because I think the one thing that, for me, I'm very much extremely chill when it comes to hanging out and doing streams. I don't necessarily yell a lot. I think the only time I do is when I play games. That's pretty much the only time you're going to get that, but it's not as though I do gaming content on here. Sometimes I do, but it's very rare. You're only going to get yelling reaps on Reapers Respawn. My empire grows. I think there's only one of them that actually streams on Twitch, Elizabeth. I think she plays Final Fantasy 14 mostly. Yeah, because when it comes to any corporate VTubers, they prefer YouTube. Because again, free VOD storage, you can make more money off of the VODs as it continues to sit there. Easy link to their other projects. You don't have to deal with Twitch ads running every few seconds. You have your own, like for example, everyone on Twitch makes the same amount of money when it comes to AdSense. Like we don't have any sort of like expansive difference in how much we make other than like how do I explain it? The base is the same. The base is the same. However many people watch you will multiply the base. But on YouTube, it depends on the category that you stream on. If you stream finance, if you do content creation on like gaming, obviously it's going to be lower than it is going to be in finance. Real estate's going to be higher than gaming. Family content, depending on what year it is going to be doing well or even worse. But Twitch, it's a simple, flat thing for everyone. Okay. I'm just gonna bloop. Let's see, interaction, I guess. You connect more with streamers that don't have like 1,000 or 10,000 people, although if you get there, good for you. Thank you, Nufu. I appreciate that. Yeah, you do get more interaction. I think this comes a lot with like, for example, I watched Kenji for quite a bit of time too. And he talks about, like, for example, I don't watch Kenji all the time, but the times that I have watched him, it has been like talking about, what do you call it? It has been talking about the interaction aspect where he's like, yeah, I miss being able to sit down and chat with you guys. I can't really just sit there and chat with you anymore. Because again, he has like 2,000 to like 4,000 people in his live stream now. So you can't necessarily have the same connection anymore, which is unfortunate. And I think that's why he made like his second channel on Twitch, for him to have that connection back. But as time progresses, obviously people are going to figure out that that's you. And also, unfortunately, Twitch likes to like out people, honestly. Like, so example, if you stream on your main channel and you have a second channel that you stream to just to hang out with like the homies, unfortunately, Twitch will probably suggest that channel to your original members, because there's the little like system on the bottom where you see your original Twitch streamers, right, who you follow, and then below it's like people who watch Spartan also watch these people. So people will eventually find the channel anyways, which is unfortunate. Also, have a good rest, Spartan. Have a good rest. Sleep well, sleep well, sleep well. But yeah, I don't think I watch. Do I watch too many? Maybe I watch a few. I think I watch a few corporate VTubers. But again, a lot of it's really the music. I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of it. Like there's this one guy, he doesn't he's not a corporate VTuber anymore. He doesn't like he basically was terminated, right? And I listened to his karaoke, his emo karaoke, I'm not gonna lie to you. That was like recorded by a fan and then re-uploaded to YouTube. I do listen to that and I don't even know the guy. I mean, I watch people with too many numbers. It depends on the moment. Yeah, very fair, very fair. Like for me, when it comes to content like on YouTube, it really doesn't matter to me. Like it truly doesn't matter to me. How much people watch the video itself, if that makes sense. Because I know some people look at like view count, they look at like subscriptions when they're watching YouTube, but I genuinely don't. Maybe I'll do it if like I notice that like the quality is like amateur, if that makes sense. Like they're not like high production YouTube videos, then I'm like, oh, like who made this actually? That's usually like someone with like maybe 100 subs, which is fine. I'll still watch the content. Um, it doesn't really matter to me personally, but I know it matters to a lot of people. Rah, Reaper! Oh my god, hi Ninja! Hi, how are you? Ninja Rah! Oh my god, it's so good to see you. How are you? Are you doing well? Are you healed? Because I remember last time you said that you were at like 99%. We're just yapping for today. Well, time for a sleep. Thanks for existing, boss. Yeah, of course. Thank you for coming by, Nufu. It's always a good time to see you. Be sure to get rest. You've done well today. Sleep well. The little nodding, so cute. Yeah, if anyone needs to go to bed, please get some good rest. Because you know me. You know me. I adore sleep. Yes, I'm well. I'm good and I'm healed for sure. Forever at 99 to 98 to 99%. So very fair. So nice to catch you for a bit. Yeah, of course, Minja. It's so good to see you. I'm glad. You know, it's been a minute since I've just sat down and talked. Usually, I usually have like a YouTube video playing or like, I don't know, drawing something. So it feels really nice to just do like a just chatting stream for a minute. Whoosh. Oh my god, hi Raccoon. Hi, how are you? Today was very eventful. Went on a roller coaster of emotion. Oh, okay, that's fair. That is fair. Some days are, more crazy emotional, if that makes sense. I want different music. Work was bleh. Traffic on the way was ass. Oh, so fair. Mean. It makes you so like more frustrated, especially when you know that like traffic is usually caused by like one single like blib, if that makes sense. Like bleh. Hold on, I'm taking the source so we don't have to like go crazy listening to one background song. I've kind of realized that after talking for a hot minute. Here, let me turn off my background and then let me place this here. There you go. Hopefully that's at a good volume for you guys. Saw my ex at a TCG shop that I consider my downtime. Had an anxiety attack in my car. Oh my god! Poor raccoon! Oh my god! Oh, that's so fair. Okay, that's so fair. Honestly, it do be like that. Unfortunately. I hope you're able to have like better days in a sense. because I do understand that like it can be very very shitty, you know. I'm trying to think what else what I wanted to talk about. Usually I just kind of bounce off of like whatever I can think of, and then it kind of bounces off to something else. Like we talked about, you know, content creation with like streamers and how, especially in the VTubing sphere, it can be very, uh, you know, it can be very touchy if that makes sense. I don't know. Cause I kind of agree with what is his name? Um he has like orange and yellow hair. I forgot his name, but I kind of agree with him in being that like when it comes to VTubing, I don't necessarily agree with that it's oversaturated or anything like that. I just think that it has caught up to, you know, being not as, oh, this person's a VTuber, look how cool, it's like new technology. It's no longer like that anymore. You know, it's more of a sense of just, hey, this person's a VTuber, they make content about gaming and I don't know, does ASMR on the side or something, right? I don't necessarily see VTubers anymore as a sense of like, oh, this is like a whole different like subculture of the internet, or, you know, like, yeah, I guess it's just how it is. This is like how I'm trying to explain it. And I agree with him in his take on that, where, you know, the more VTuber idol culture you're going to get is probably just going to be the corporations, depending on whichever corpo you invest in or get to know the talents on, right? That's the only time that I can really see it being like a buff, if that makes sense. Oh my god, not in 4 hours. Oh my god. Yeah, because I just don't really see VTubing as a special category, if that makes sense. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, with the thing with VTubers is that there's like a huge turnaround rate where, like, you see new people debut every single day, it feels like, or like in their pre-debut era, if that makes sense. Like, oh, I'm gonna have a debut later on this year, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. Because, you know, it's whatever people decide to do is whatever people decide to do, right? I realize that this background hold up. Huh. I guess I'll just leave this one here. Yeah, that's what I guess I realized is that, you know, with VTubing, so many people debut and then so many people stop streaming altogether. Or they just give up being a VTuber, if that makes sense. Where I see this a lot happen to people who see it as like a means of just having an avatar, which is the category that I feel like I'm in, where I just use it as an avatar. Like, I don't do covers, I don't do like voice packs or any of the idol stuff. Not because like I feel weird about it. It's just that I don't think that's a part of me, or I don't see that as a part of me, if that makes sense. But I can see the value in them. I can see why people like them a lot. And I can understand why people like them a lot. But I feel like a lot of people who quit VTubing kind of get lost in the sauce, if that makes sense. Some people, it's like, you know, it was always going to happen in a sense of like they just didn't feel like VTubing was for them. But I feel like a portion of them is for people who kind of put too much pressure on themselves. Like they feel as though they need to be corporate VTuber-esque, or they need to be idol-esque, when it's not something that they've ever really wanted. And I don't think they've sat down and really talked to themselves about it, if that makes sense. Because the great thing about being an indie, the wonderful thing about being an indie VTuber, right, is you can decide whatever you want. You can decide if you want to release YouTube videos. You can decide if you want to be on Bilibili. You can, decide if you want to start a Patreon, release merchandise. You can even find partnerships with different types of merchandising companies, or just do it yourself. There's so much freedom in being an independent that I feel like a lot of people don't necessarily take full advantage of. And that leads to them completely just not doing VTubing anymore, or not wanting to be avatar in any case of form. Just like how people get upset over the art style debacle, where I'm like, when it comes to VTubing, there are a variety of different artists. There's a lot of people who make models, guys. It just depends on your budget and what you're looking for. Unfortunately, you probably will have to pay more if you want anything other than the cookie cutter models. Like, for example, there's not a lot of people who do like tanned or black characters. If you're a male VTuber, it's probably going to be harder for you, unfortunately. If you don't like anime and you want to be a VTuber, well, you're going to have to find a whole different artist who does comic style or does cartoon style VTubing art. Or maybe, like, was there ever a consideration of just not doing VTubing in a sense of live 2D? You can get a 3D model. If not a 3D model, then maybe, I don't know, just a PNG. Like, I'm just a PNG. I hardly ever use my live 2D models. So, it doesn't have to be the corporate VTuber model pipeline. Like, yes, in the past, it was harder to find certain types of models, and that makes 100% sense, and why certain people made decisions or whatever. Especially when you incorporate the possibility of harassment, especially for different groups of people, But that's what I mean, is where it's like, you don't need to be whatever image you have as a VTuber. I think that image of a VTuber is no longer the consensus, if that makes sense. That's what happened to me, but also I didn't have a drive to do it. That's fair too, because like, it could also just be like, for example, there's plenty of other creators who don't even have an avatar. Like, there's plenty of people who don't even use an avatar to stream or avatar to make content. They just use their voice. And then maybe have like a little character of themselves that pop up and they use for like promotions or something every now and then. When I think about the gaming creators that I watch, most of them don't even use a webcam, let alone a digital avatar. Or like finding, I don't know, I just see a lot of people, I think it's just Twitter. I think it's a lot of people just complaining on Twitter. I think that's what it is. Or my private conversations with some people where I just didn't understand where they were coming from, of, talking about how much they hate corporate VTubers, where I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. They made this system. Well, they made this system, the companies did, but like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, they are popular. They dominate the fields. A lot of corporate VTubers do, or corporate VTubing companies do. But at the end of the day, you are an independent, and you can literally do whatever you want. Like, you can literally, you like, the world is your oyster. You don't have to like talk to any like corporate head. You don't need to confirm anything with your manager. You don't need to do any of those things. For example, have you guys ever seen a corporate VTuber react to any content? When you see some of the giants that are in VTubing, they do reaction content because again, it's easy to, well, it's easier, I should say. It's easier to produce in a sense of just sitting down, watching a video, talking about it, giving your take, packaging that and sending it out. Instead of like planning out a specific video, all sorts of things for it, right? When have you ever seen a corporate VTuber do that? Never. At least I haven't. And I've heard not many, I heard at least one corporate VTuber talk about it where they're like, yeah, I wish we could do that, but I really can't. Like the most that we can do is react to, you know, maybe a movie and put that on our member stream, but we can't actually show any of the content, regardless if it's a public domain movie or not. So, you know, you have that whole avenue that, you know, corporate VTubers can't even touch. So it's just, I think it boils down to also just the person itself, because you also need to factor in the amount of time that they could do it, the amount of time that they can dedicate to content creation or what they want to do. Because I've seen some really crazy estimations too, like some really crazy ones where they're like, yeah, you know, I submit a video within a few hours. Like I record it within 1 hour, script it within 1 hour, and then I edit it within 1 hour and I set it free. I'm like, that's, how long have you been doing this? How long have you been making videos? Because I can't imagine that. I can't imagine getting a video out that fast. That is crazy to me, dude. Like that's extremely impressive to me. But again, you know, as you continue to make videos, as you continue to do content, you kind of understand how to make it faster for yourself, or understand what you can do to make things faster, if that makes sense. Like okay, well, I don't do well with scripting, so let me just turn on the camera and yap for a minute. Oh, well, I do a lot better with scripting. Well, let me make a script for that. You don't need to make a script that's like, you know, word after word after word, like sentence after sentence after sentence. You can just do an outline, a bullet point, and then get the flow and the feeling as you do it. You can always change that up as well. You don't need to stick to that. Hey, you know, maybe I like scripting it halfway and then taking the reins and, you know, freestyling off of that. But in the end, I think all of it just takes work. It may not be like a 9 to 5 or anything like that, but at the end of the day, if you do want to make something out of VTubing or to do anything in general, it does take work. It does take time to invest in it. It does take time to, you know, learn more things. Which person did you smack to hurt your pen pad? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. No, I just hold my pencils wrong. Well, welcome in, Masa. How did drawing go? Or we're just like yapping about multiple different things, especially VTubing. Because I always just have, like, how do I explain this? I have a lot of respect for creators as well who are constantly on the grind, because like for me, releasing videos is still like does still take time for me, and planning things out or trying to make progress on stuff that I feel like I could be doing more, honestly. And that's for me to deal with. But I get a lot of like, damn, I should be doing more whenever I see creators who release videos very frequently. And honestly, that is because they've had experience releasing videos. They understand their workflow. They understand who they are as a creator, and they're able to like lock the fuck in. But it makes me feel like I need to do more in a sense, or at least get a better grip on who I want to be or the content that I want to make. That I should be, you know, working harder towards that, because I feel as though I'm not working enough. You're practicing pixel art stuff? Oh, nice. Nice. That's good. And like I'm not doing that in the sense of making it as a negative comment towards myself, but more of just a honest where I'm like, yeah, I could have made better time scripting something instead of like half watching something as I was doing it, or you know, taking more intentional time to think about the concepts I want to talk about. Like my whole art fight video that I'm going to be releasing is like, you know, I made an outline, but I haven't really thought of the structure of how I want to do it. Like I have ideas, it's just writing down those ideas and making it concrete and then sourcing out all the images that I want to use or whatever. And then even that, finding B-roll that's not going to demonetize or like potentially give me a copyright strike too. Whereas I'd rather just draw out everything so I don't have to worry about that. And it's always that internal fight of being like, okay, well, what type of visuals do I want to do? Do I just want to be a creator who uses like, again, I'm not trying to downplay it or anything, but do I just want to have gameplay footage playing as I talk about something? Do I just want to have speed paints playing as I talk about something? Do I want to actually have visuals on screen as I talk about stuff? Or do I want to do something else? I don't know. So it's me sitting down and having those conversations with myself, or looking at other creators and seeing how they can be creative or how they can make things more interactive. Like even for me, like I another person I think about is Ringo. Ringo has these little characters that they draw and they move them in real life with like little popsicles just to illustrate that they're talking, and it's an easy way and a creative way in order to get their point across that they're speaking with their character. You can put them any place and like swing them around and act like you're talking and record at the same time. It's really cool. And it's a nice way to break up the video. So it's like that. Like my first video was more about me talking and then having a speed paint. My video on the gaming channel was more of me talking in, but having more visuals and experimenting with that, seeing if I liked it enough. Did I enjoy watching it? Because again, when you are your own editor, you have to think about these things. You're like, okay, I'm going to be watching my own video. I'm going to be, you know, not fixing, but like adding filters and effects to the voice. How do I want it to sound? Do I want to increase the bass of my voice? Do I want to retake things because I mumbled a bit too much? Do I want to change the pacing of things? Do I want to edit out every single breath that I take? Should I leave some of those things in to seem like I'm not a fucking AI like person making this or something? All of those little factors I think about because I want to be happy with the product that I make. And it's not to compare with someone else. It's just because it's something that I want to do. Where, yeah, I didn't need to edit. Oh my God. I did not need to edit at all the amount that I did for the Incombini videos. But I did it because I thought, you know, this is what I would have liked to watch. I didn't want to watch someone, you know, as a YouTube viewer, I didn't want to watch all the little pauses and all the times that I got up to go to the bathroom and pause the stream or was talking about something completely random and off topic other than the game. I'd rather just have that condensed down and have an easier time watching than to have all that extra stuff. And that was a call that I made. I heard Ringo and assume you're talking about the Beatles now. I don't think they have like another name. Suga Ringo, I think. I don't remember their actual title of their thing. Yeah, Ringo Tsuga. So Tsuga, yeah. Man, I don't know. Those are just some of the things that I think about, and I kind of like but you know, I sit there and I think about these things because I want to be more considerate or like more thoughtful about the things I create. And that's just for me. Like, that's not anyone, no one's telling me to do this. No one's like forcing me to do this at all or anything like that. It's just how that I see things and I want to proceed with. So it does take me longer to do things or kind of get my footing, but I'm sure me doing this is going to help me in the future of what I really want to do. And, you know, I think now's the perfect time to be having these kind of like variety of content, if that makes sense. And it may not seem like a variety to you guys in a sense, but it seems like a variety to me. At least when it comes to creation and things like that. Let's see, but yeah. All right, let's see. I believed I have yapped enough, honestly, because it's starting to get a little bit hard to speak in a sense. Let's see. Like my voice is starting. Do you hear it, guys? My voice is starting to like get a little bit rough. So I think I should not push my body to the point of me not being able to do anything else. Because I did intend this to be a shorter stream. I did not want this to be a longer stream because it is me talking straight for like 2.5 hours. And I'm pretty sure like what oh, it's Friday. I forgot it's Friday. No, Saturday now. Oh man, it was Friday? Man. I always try to do 4 to like 5 hour streams, mainly at least 4, but I've kind of realized that like I'm gonna have to work myself up to that. Unfortunately, I really want to do better in streaming for longer. It's just that with what I do, which is like doing art, yeah, I could draw for 4 hours, but I don't think I can really talk for 4 hours. I don't think I could really do that. As well as like I got a lot of advice from like the streamer university thing, and as well as like learning from other creators, but I don't think all of that advice necessarily applies to me. Because like I could have, you know, we could have talked for an hour, we could have played a game for 3 hours, we could have talked 2 hours and played a game for 2 hours, but I purely just don't have those options, which is unfortunate, at least stream wise. So the best thing that I can do is do the talking portion for as long as I can do and I'm comfortable with, and then using those remaining 2 hours to either script or record. I think that's the best medium that I can come up with. One day, guys, one day we'll level up the internet, or I'll move. Whichever comes first, but we'll see. We'll see on that. One day, someday, we'll get a Reaper karaoke as an intermission. Oh my god, I would love to do karaoke. It's just that I don't think I sing that well. I don't think I'm built like that. Maybe I'll do a cover one day, but I think that's far in the future. We'll see. We'll see. I do really enjoy karaoke streams in general. So it's not completely off the realm, but it would probably be honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it will probably be a Twitch exclusive. it will probably be a Twitch exclusive. Ooh, cover? Yeah, dude, guys, I love covers, man. I can't express to you guys enough. Maybe I should make a playlist on my like YouTube that showcases all the covers I really like, to give you guys the expanse. Like for example, if I go to YouTube right now, and I go and I look at my mix, I have here. First one that pops up is Manifesto featuring Elizabeth, you know, Bloodflame with Haka. Then I have Shinigami by Gerard. Then I have I don't remember what it is called. What is this called in English? I forgot what it's called, but it's a cover by Nayuta. Miniskirt cover by Pan and Ali. What is that song? I forgot what it's called, but it's like 3 by Justin and Senna. Breakout by Lucian, Cassian, and Roscoe. The Maid song, I forgot what it was called, by Cassian. Mero Mero by the Beat. Tokyo Drift 1 or 8 by RE Codex X. Matrosika by Battle and Battle 2. Vampire by 7 Eero. Chained by Lucian and Calyx. Black Flame by Lamentus. Stay With Me by An Alouette. See, there's so many. Oh my god, Way Taylor. Oh my god, Will Taylor. See, like, just me reading off like the past songs that I listened to within like the last 2 hours is so many. So I really love VTuber covers. I love covers in general, honestly. Why Twitch exclusive? I want to hear the belting of songs. Copyright, that's why. Copyright is honestly, like, I've talked to you guys about like my frustration with YouTube in a sense of like copyright. It's so frustrating because like I mentioned, like within like my first month of streaming, I got like a copyright strike off of copyright free music. And I had a strike on my account, and then I had to like go and do the YouTube appeal, and it worked, which was great, but like it was really annoying. Really fucking annoying. And so far it's been fine. Every time I get like for example, I listen to music on Spotify while I'm streaming, and I no longer have Spotify as a source anymore because it pissed me off that it would leak my music. And so, you know, I decided that I would just be using my background track as well as like YouTube exclusive YouTube studio music. So that's why you hear very generic music in my streams now, and I don't offer channel point music redeems anymore because I pretty much don't want to deal with it. And my viewpoint on multi-streaming is that, one, I want a place for the VODs to go that's really easily accessible, as well as just generating those watch hours, guys. I want the watch hours. I'm gonna be so honest with you. I really want the watch hours. If I, you know, what, actually, I should not say if, because that's really depressing, but whenever I do get, you know, monetized on YouTube, I will probably stop. I don't know. I'll see how I feel about it. I might stop multi-streaming to YouTube, but with how things go, because this is the thing. If I have like 1 or 2 viewers on YouTube and it doesn't change when I get monetized, I probably will just be still streaming to YouTube, because how I function is not, like, for example, the way that I function is not purely based off of like, what do you call it, numbers. As long as people enjoy my content and they give me a reason to do it, I will do it. But if there's ever like, if I lose my YouTube audience completely when it comes to live streams, then I probably would just put them all on a separate channel, like on a VOD channel. But you know, those are bridges that we cross whenever we get there. But I really want the watch hours, so I do appreciate everyone who watches on YouTube. I very much appreciate it. Even if you guys just like leave my videos on you know, on repeat or whatever for like the live streams or something, whenever you get the chance, I do appreciate like any sort of support, whether it be on the Reaper's Reprieve channel currently or being on, you know, Reaper's Respawn. The reason why I made the 2 channels was for you guys to have a choice in whichever content you wanted to watch from me, because I know a lot of you guys enjoyed me yapping and talking about topics and like the art that I do, so that's why we have the art channel. But I do know some of you guys crave for more and you want more. You want to see me freak out playing horror games or something like that, you know? So that's where, you know, the Reaper Respawn channel comes in, and you can watch that content on that channel. Let's see. Friend of mine has done a few karaoke streams on YouTube. I'll ask her how she does it. Ooh, bet, yeah. Because I think most of the time they just delete the VOD, they nuke it. Love the yeah. Thank you, Jaybird. Thank you. Yeah, I very much appreciate it, guys. But yeah, well, we'll see how it goes. Because my biggest gripe with YouTube is just the copyright stuff. because I really don't want to risk, especially live streaming with copyright stuff, because um I've experienced how bad it turns over, if that makes sense. Like I was streaming and we were yapping and I didn't realize that I was getting warnings from YouTube, and then they literally gave me a channel strike. So that's why I feel a little bit weird about YouTube streaming, unfortunately. But you know, I still want to do both. I still want to like put time in both, and like obviously have my two communities, like, you know, be here. Because I do appreciate Natasha. I do appreciate Masa coming in on YouTube, because it makes YouTube so much more fun. But with copyright, it's really annoying. Because again, I don't want to force anyone, or to like, not force, but like, I don't want to make things more inconvenient, if that makes sense. Like if you enjoy watching on YouTube, I want you to stay on YouTube. If you enjoy watching on Twitch, I want you to stay on Twitch. The only time I would ever leave Twitch if they had literally banned me. And then I would be really sad and angry. But you do what you do. Same thing with YouTube, you know. But these are decisions for me to think about way later in the future. Like being full transparent with you guys, I haven't even reached 100 watch hours on YouTube. Like we are far from the 4,000. Let's be real. We are very far from the 4,000. And anything can happen at that point, right? But I do appreciate all the support on YouTube. I 100% very much appreciate it. And I still appreciate with all the support on Twitch as well. You guys are amazing in watching and gifting subbies or gifting primes, and, you know, continuing your subscriptions. And I hope that you really enjoy the emotes and make complete use of it. How I'm doing VODs now is that if it's a Twitch exclusive, I leave the VOD up. If it's a dual stream, which is with YouTube and Twitch, I take the VOD off after 24 hours on Twitch and I leave the VOD up on YouTube. That's how I'm doing it so far. I just like the art, but someone Thanos their hand. Exactly, my hand. Yeah, that's the thing. I still wanted to stream, but I was like, damn, I can't really do anything but yap. And then I was like, oh, it's gonna be hard. And then I remembered, I think it was Natasha said, like, last stream, which is like, no art during my yap stream. Excuse me. And I was like, wait, that's so true though. That's so true. I do just be yapping. I usually yap for like 2 hours and not even make any progress on my artwork. But you know, that's just how I stream. That's just how I do things. Because I don't know, my mind doesn't really turn off for a lot of stuff. I still think about things or want to bring things up. Look, I'm very much a person who watches a bunch of content and I'm like, guys, did you watch this? Did you find this out? Guys, did you know this? Because I do know that like for people in general, everyone's very busy in their life and they want to talk about something stupid. Like me bringing up concerts. I'm like, guys, did you know people were like wearing adult diapers in the front row of concerts? You know how crazy that is? Or like general, like, oh, you know, kids these days only talk about being a streamer, you know? So I think those topics, even though they're a little bit negative, they're still kind of fun to talk about. Because you guys can share your experiences going to concerts when you were younger, or, you know, key factors and how you enjoy concerts, or going to theaters, or even mention things that you like. We can go on different tangents, which is, you know, a fun for me. And I do understand that life can be very upsetting. It can be very draining at times. Like, believe me, I understand. But I always want this to be a place where you guys can relax and have a bit of reprieve. So stupid. It's so stupid. But yeah, you know, that's why we're here. We're here to chill out and vibe. Like my streams are very much like, let's sit on a beanbag and like chill out. Jamer. But yeah, that's just how I see things. And I do enjoy talking to you guys about my ideas or like my thoughts on content creation in general. It makes me happy to be able to share that with you guys. And I hope that it's not too bad on your sense. Like you don't want to talk about content creation or things like that. I'll try to be more mindful in having that balance and have us just talk about fun things. It's just that it ends up going that way because, you know, I do care very much about what I create, and I do very much care about if you guys enjoy it or not, right? Because as much as I can make things that I enjoy watching or I enjoy seeing, I still want to have a balance of doing things that you guys enjoy. You know? Well, a huge reason why I even made my second channel was for you guys to enjoy the content that I do off stream. My gaming content that I make with friends or games that I wanted to play. So that's a huge reason why I even made that channel. And I think going forward, that will still be a huge reason why we even have the channel. Move your hands while yapping? Nar. Look, I think I do a better job than most, honestly. Didn't want to bully you over the lack of progress the other day, but I was livid. Yeah, it's just the way that I do my streams. I think there's a lot of people who do art streams, and I think everyone has their own kind of take on it. For me, the artwork, even though I do a lot of art, if I'm being completely honest, will always be second. Because the way that I've done my streams and how I have always done my streams was conversation. And honestly, at some point, my detriment. Let's be real. At some point, it is to my detriment because I can't really talk for too long because, you know, my vocal cords are not very strong, if I'm being honest with you. But I would just sit here and I would play Left 4 Dead for like 4 hours and I would just be yapping the whole time. So when I switched to YAR, it wasn't that big of a change in a sense of like content wise. It's just that you no longer heard zombies. You no longer heard zombies. So now it was just me drawing. But that's just how I see things. Again, I can always make more progress whenever I stop streaming. Artwork is pretty much just, well, my art streams are pretty much just for me to do some work and be somewhat productive. But I think everyone here knows that I am a slacker when it comes to streaming and doing art. Like, I think we only done a few streams where I locked the fuck in and I didn't talk. But that was like during the time where I couldn't. So whenever I can talk, I make sure that I make full, like, I take full advantage of it, if that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, that's just the way that I do things, but I do understand that some people are more art focused or art centered, if that makes sense. Because there's a huge variety of streamers out there, but that's just how I see things. Like because when I stream, I feel like people, especially at least when I see on my Twitch side, people are more here to talk than they're here to. People are more here to talk and talk with me than they're here for my art. Like, yeah, they like my art and they do appreciate my art, but they want to be able to interact with me. So that's why I prioritize talking first whenever I can. But yeah, with that, I think we are gonna go ahead and take a stop to this. I think. Here, let me go look for people. Because I'd hate to give you guys, I hate to put you guys in an ad before we run. Because it's really annoying. Let's see, is there anyone that I know streaming? Let's see, ooh, we have two options. We have two options, and I have to think about which one I'm going to send you guys to. Oh, hold up. Let me see this. I don't know. You know, we'll raid into Malachi actually. So it's been a while since we raided into Malachi. He has officially rebranded. He used to be known as Spooky. But yeah, he's doing a rebrand, and I really like his new design actually. So we're gonna go ahead and raid into him because it's been a hot minute, and he's actually really nice. So I met him through Twitter because I I did a submit my PNG in order for me to get which Epic the Musical song I was. But he's been really nice. He's a really nice guy. So go ahead and hang out with Malachi. I got the first raid message is for everyone. The second one is for all of my glucose guardians. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Yeah, thank you Minjan, thank you Snowman, and thank you everyone on the YouTube side. I gotta do my YouTube spiel. If you like this video, be sure to like this video. If you enjoyed your time here, then please consider subscribing. Because like, you'd be kind of cool like that, you know? You'd be like kind of cool. All right, and I'll see you guys later on Twitch. My little figgy froggies. I'm squishing you. I'm squishing you. Yeah. Good night, everyone. Have a good rest. I shall be back probably tomorrow. Maybe the day after tomorrow. I don't know. Sometimes whenever I say tomorrow, it's usually never tomorrow. So we're going to say the day after tomorrow. But yeah, bye-bye. Bye, guys. Bye-bye. Bye, J-Board. Bye-bye. That's me in your hands.
7 tries, every night's a gamble. Even when I turn off all the lights, all I see are puzzles, yeah. I'd rather be dreaming, floating while sleeping, to islands in the sky. I need you to fly me away. 7 different ways of fighting up the storm we've been sleeping on. Yeah, digging up the ground, trying to find what's wrong. Plant a seed, burn it down, make it freeze. Drown it, then we shock it till we bring it to its knees. Heaven blowing on my dice, for a price, feel the breeze. Hear it roaring like a night, running, climbing, swimming.